Howdy, folks. We're going to talk about Anime Ikkyo and our
On
favorite
an update.
on Kevin.
This is an update, but it's an update for Agis261 Banned for Life. We're letting the people know what's happening on the site he was banned from.
It's been a couple months since the last of the ban, Agis261 Banned.
When you were angry, you made your peace.
I made my peace, and I'm now no longer angry. Now I'm just more curious, because being angry is I don't want to be like Robert Tamir, and just be enraged and just
angry, and
angry.
You've been in prison. You're in prison, and you can't go to the club, so you learn to bare knuckle fight.
Exactly, because I want to live a little, right? And of course, we all know Robert Tamir is Kevin. Yes, that's right. Robert. Sorry, yeah. Bruce Wayne is Batman. Okay, Robert Tamir and Kevin are the same people. I know they've been fighting on Anime Ikkyo forum, but if you read it, first of all, Robert Tamir is, first of all, that my cameraman, Agis261, found out that Robert Tamir is actually Kevin's screen name for Teen Wag. Why is he on Teen Wag? I don't know.
You know how I found it out?
How's that?
Following his email name handles.
Exactly, and so we figured that out. Well, he did, not me. And also, Robert Tamir, one-dimensional, by the way, all the lines are one-dimensional, and plus, Kevin has a
big fetish for prisoners.
He does, yeah. He has a very big, humongous fetish for prisoners. I guess he
and
likes
now
to butt on guy
and I think he really misses Agis261.
I think he has someone to argue with, and then.
But he has an argument he can control the results on.
Unfortunately, and the problem with that is that he's always coming out on top, and if people are not always coming out on top when they're arguing. I mean, people don't always win arguments every
Just
single
Agis261.
It's Agis261, so.
And he had to fight off millions of Anime Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes, it's like a Batman went pow, zap,
zing,
bing,
and
tapapui. Oh, it's a Dragon Ball.
And then also to remember, even if his little heart light was beeping, and he only had to stay 3 minutes in Earth's atmosphere, he could take them all.
Oh yeah. But yeah, those people. But anyway, there's 4 new posts between the Robert Tamir guy. I forgot his screen name. Was it Mizuku
Mazaki?
Mizuku Muzaki.
It's a judo master.
That's right. You looked that up too. So got our eyes on you, Kevin.
It could be worse. He could be like
That's what Kevin.
like Jacob / Oscar / Bradshaw / Vic Rules.
Many faces of Oscar.
Vic Rules 666 is really, and he goes by Vic Vermano on a lot of his sites, is really a bowling champion name.
Yeah, you looked that up too, actually. So that's actually very interesting. So you're taking names from champions, of course, but yeah, there's like new, and basically has this character Robert Tamir, who he makes up
because their site is truly dead, unlike Anime Critics.
Unlike AnimeCritics.com, iBoards, and great site, by the way. It's actually one of the top ones. We're on the iBoards. Us and Magic the Gathering are on the top.
Are we really?
Yeah, we are.
I did not know that.
Yes, we are. So one of the top. We get.
Matt's gonna be proud that Corpse Comics' review is gonna get read
by someone. Yeah, exactly.
It's got 3 reads.
3 people, and we, unlike Anime Ikkyo, those 3 are actually real because it takes from different IP numbers, not the same computer hitting the same thing over and over. So.
Like Kevin did with his "Feel Sorry for Me" post.
Exactly. Oh,
and that was another thing I figured out when I broke them down. Exactly. How can 7 people hit something 14 points sometimes that way, and why would you?
You wouldn't, because you just read it once and like, oh, who cares, and then go to the next thing. And also, he's trying to turn, of course, the whole entire forum into his own personal MySpace, despite the fact that he hates MySpace.
And he has had a MySpace, or it has had MySpaces.
Or it has, or still has, maybe, as a MySpace. So. Probably, didn't get a reaction that he wanted from that, and so he just quit that. So, but yeah, he has these Robert Tamir who he argues with, who's not a real person. And
it's a controllable fight he can win, unlike his fights with Agis261 or Diablo Blanco 1701, he couldn't win them.
Exactly. So this one, and plus he was being a real jerk about it, and plus it was like, damn. And of course, nobody responds to it. Like the 3 in the Thunderdome, which is Robert Tamir and Kevin, and then he locks them. And all the fights were, I believe, the same day, I want to say. I think they're the same.
They were actually almost 10 minutes apart, you said.
Exactly. They were really close together, and then he locks them. That's odd. Then, of course, the 4th one, Tia.
She steps in and locks it, and she pretty much is brutal with him and his imaginary friend.
Well, she has to be. So she's finally getting some of her gonads. So.
Or he's trying to show that he can take on prisoners to impress Tia.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, well,
So he can bare knuckle fight her.
a lot of the guys' anime club went to impress Tia. That's one of the few girls in there. And, all the girls are good looking, though, by the way. I'm not into that only one good looking girl. But anyway,
And Cam is kind of jealous. The girls are better looking than him.
yes, he's like, look at my hair, my Japanese cool haircut. Oh.
And then he had to be Jack Sparrow.
Oh,
Another
Jack
flamboyant
Sparrow.
gay.
I didn't even do my costume. And stuff like that, so, yes. And also, Kevin, I know you're flagging our stuff, so stop it. Anyone who flags stuff for no apparent reason is a real piece of shit.
How we got lots of flagged again?
No, not anymore, but I'm saying back in the days,
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that. And then when he didn't get his reaction that he wanted to, even though he kind of did, but he didn't, he just kind of gave up on that, like he gives up on everything else.
Like school.
Like school. Stuff like that. But anyway, sorry, I don't know where that came from. But anyway.
But going back to him, do you feel that it's justified for Kevin to have many names and then make the post make it look like he comes out as the group leader and the pinnacle of excellence?
Well, no, that's just kind of stuffing the books, of course, padding the books, all right, padding the books. So, in his favor, which is just lame and just, why would he even do that? That's like cheap. That's like stacking his own deck. When you stack your own deck, you win, but really, where's the satisfaction from it? You didn't really win.
Well, people like to tend to get satisfied because they're winning, so they can laugh at other people because they can't do it themselves with their own mad skill.
That's true, and that's for me. That's a little naive. Just of me, just that I don't see how.
Especially since Agis261 beat the hell out of you repeatedly in cards, and then gradually when you played your brother, you go, "Well, I actually did learn something."
Exactly. Yes.
And your brother actually played you compliments.
Yes. Instead of throwing the deck, he goes, "You suck." But anyway,
I hit you in your big nose.
In my big nose, I'm like, bing!
And then the deck flies all over the place and paper cuts you.
And then, I have like little paper cuts all over my face. I'm bleeding.
And then he throws and then he goes, "Here's some antiseptic in your face."
And then I turned to Two-Face. It's like, And then I flip a coin from now on. By the way, if you can find the those double-head-sided coins, buy them. I should have bought them before the movie came out because they were everywhere, and now I can't find them anymore.
Was one side scratched up?
No, these were real double-head-sided, of course. They were real ones. But then I guess when the movie came out, people wanted to buy them, and then they'll scratch them themselves, stuff like that. So, oh well. Stupid me for waiting.
But anything else you want to say before you go?
No, that's about it. So
you want to say bye to Robert, Tamir, and Kevin?
Robert, Tamir, and Kevin, just forget about it and just
remember.
Together.
Kevin likes prison.
That
was a big telltale that he was a snake, because if his dad's from prison, Robert's from prison.
Yeah, isn't that a coincidence? That's kind of strange.
When is Jennifer going to come from female prison and Alex going to come from male prison?
Exactly. But I think they're the high-class version of himself, or they're the high,
You know what it kind of is like?
What's that?
The era of the big boss man is what he's doing. He's the big boss man.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. He does like wrestling, so, well, says he does. So.
He knows a lot. He watches wrestling. Just go to Divas Unleashed, and you go see a lot of his blogs. They're all wrestling blogs.
Well, that's true. He does like wrestling a lot. So
he just likes to say he isn't because it's out of vogue currently.
Well, that's true. But he still looks. He goes, "Ooh, naked man, no."
Look at that. There's Kurt Angle bending over.
Learn how to drive. Okay, stop having people drive you around.
And quit saying you have a car that ain't working.
That ain't working. And also that, if you go on long trips, pay for gas, or at least with your ass. Okay.
Okay. Until next time.
Until next time.